And the Green Bay Packers versus Lamar Jackson and the Minnesota Vikings.
Snow and Lambeau, Coach. Something about that combo that just works, like peanut butter and jelly. And we've got half a foot of the right stuff and still coming down here in Green Bay. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Minnesota Vikings and the Green Bay Packers. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks. Certainly. Here we go. The final week of the NFL season. Week 17 is underway. Fields it in the middle of the end zone, and they will elect to not bring this one out as our first drive will begin at the 25. So here's the Viking offense making their way out. Commanding the offense will be Lamar Jackson, the electric quarterback out of the University of Louisville.
And what a sophomore season he had for the Cardinals. Pretty much swept every major quarterback award, including the Heisman Trophy. And we spend a lot of time talking about his legs. Formidable. He can run the ball like few others. But the key to everything for him is ability to be accurate from the pocket.
Dancing to his left. He finds an opening past the 40. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. I guess no need to force it when you can do that instead. First down, 18-yard gain.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Jackson. And he whips that one incomplete there. He was trying to find Justin Jefferson there. And that'll bring up second down.
Incomplete. It leads to second.
To throw again. Jackson. Open here, Adam Thielen. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 44-yard line.
13 yards.
That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks. Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. Give him 6 on the play, and that'll make this a second down.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Now the first carry for Dalvin Cook. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. 11 yards there, first down. But one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
Jackson going to look to do it himself. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota.
Touchdown.
Lamar Jackson, 27 yards. And the Vikings take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. Well, CD, that was a well-orchestrated drive by Lamar Jackson.
Yeah, and how about the way he capped it off, too? Orchestrate the drive and then let everybody know exactly who the guy is on the field you've got to watch on every play. Finishes it off with a touchdown run.
Cairo Santos on to try the extra point. Now, these are not going to be easy on a cold, snowy night, but this one is up and through. So that drive, 6 plays, 75 yards. And it was capped off by the touchdown run that came from Lamar Jackson. Now, after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. Veteran Green Bay quarterback Aaron Rodgers ready to go for drive number 1 along with the rest of this Packer offense.
I think Aaron Rodgers is one of the poster boys for persistence and belief in self. Because coming out of high school, he had 0 scholarship offers in the D1 level. Went to a junior college, went to Cal, and just blew up there. And then, of course, as a first-round draft pick, but a lot lower than what he expected in the first round, and then had to sit behind Brett Favre for a few years in Green Bay before getting his shot. Now he's probably one of the better quarterbacks that we've seen come down the pipe.
That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a first down.
Defense gives up a touchdown the opening drive. Offense, you got to want to get out there and get those points back right now.
And that's a sharp throw there to get this drive off to a good start. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Shotgun now for Rodgers. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47.
To number 82.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. The slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving.
Well, they just watched the other team take the ball downfield and score, so they knew that this drive, this opening drive, was on them. And, boy, that was important to pick up that first down there and keep this one going.
First down, Rodgers. Got an open man. It's Valdez-Scantling. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. I don't think it's a surprise they're throwing the football early. We expected that. They told us they were going to come out firing, but 4 for 4 on the opening drive. They like that.
They don't just like it. They love it because now everyone gets locked in. Your confidence jumps up. Everyone's easy about what they're doing out there. And by the way, they're looking at the sideline thinking to themselves and expressing, just keep throwing it. We're doing pretty well.
Got a man. It's Tanyan complete. And he is going to have a Packers first down as they're able to convert by plenty there on 3rd and 1. They just keep marching right along. First down on a pickup of 8 there. Nice job keeping that opening drive alive, and they're in plus territory, that part of the field where you really want to convert on 3rd down. They did.
Big-time pickup for them, and now I think the aggressive play callers think to themselves, this part of the field, I take my shot at the end zone, because the closer you get to the end zone, the field gets condensed. It makes it a lot tougher to run those routes. You still got a chance to actually run past people right now. Take your shot at the end zone early in the down and distance count.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. It's no secret that this is a team that's built on passing, but as you always tell me, you have to throw the run in there every now and then to keep that pass sharp.
Yeah, you have to, because otherwise, if they never have to worry about running the football, it is just a controlled sprint to your quarterback, and eventually, you're calling on your backup quarterback.
But they got to do better than that last go-around. They went in the wrong direction. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. And yet again, he stopped behind the line of scrimmage. Great job by this Vikings defense. A loss of 1, now a loss of 2, and they're staring at a 3rd and 13.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. So 1st and 2nd down went in the wrong direction. They'll try to do better here on 3rd and 13. Shotgun now for Rodgers. Going right side here, and that's complete. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game, but it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. 3rd down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go and make the tackle right away.
Eddie Pinheiro on now. From the right hash, this from an even 40 yards out. This is up and good from Pinheiro. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3.
Packers 3.
So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
Well, partner, that's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. So I just wonder, are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find ones that get you into the end zone, get you 6?
The Vikings offense making their way back out. Now let's give you a look at the playoff picture coming into the weekend in the NFC. And it's all come down to this, hasn't it? Final week of the regular season. As this year's playoffs play out anything like the regular season has gone, could be in for a wild and fun month of January.
And we can break the rules because we can look ahead. All right, there's not a coach out there that's ever said to their team, all right, let's look three weeks down the road. It's always right here, right now. Forget that. Think about what the playoffs are going to look like. The teams that we see that are already in, the teams that are trying to get in, we could have some great matchups.
There are the numbers for Cook from a week ago. 13 carries, 52 yards, and a touchdown.
They've won 2 straight games, and they've done it with the running game as the focal point of their offense. So in this contest, I don't think about doing anything else. I continue to ride the hot hand that I've established and lead with the runners.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field, and here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
A good pickup there, 22.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line. They run the option here on 1st and 10. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line.
Adrian Amos on the tackle. 1-yard gain. Brings up 2nd and 9 at the Packers' 34-yard line.
On 2nd and 9, Jackson, and he rifles one incomplete. He was looking for Adam Thielen there. 3rd down here.
It's 3rd down.
Jackson from the shotgun. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by the former Viking first-rounder Trey Waynes. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line. But no doubt, a very disappointing end to what was a pretty strong opening drive.
They had 3 points in their back pocket. It was there for them. If you don't like what you see, just throw it away. Make sure you get those points on the board. Don't get too greedy. He forced it there. You saw the end result.
Now come the Packers for their next drive as we take a look at the playoff race in the NFC coming into the weekend. And they have secured that spot in the playoffs, clinching the NFC North Division, in fact. So for the moment, they would be hosting a wild card game in round 1.
And I think it is cause for celebration. Let's not get hung up on the fact that only one team now gets a bye in the first round. Win your division, get to the playoffs, celebrate that. And by the way, they are guaranteed a home game. That's a good way to start the playoffs.
At the 46-yard line.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. From the gun, it's Rodgers. This one complete to Tanyan underneath. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. 3 catches last week. He's got 3 in the first quarter here tonight.
10 at the 47-yard line.
After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports.
7, Packers 3.
Rodgers now on first down. to Valdez-Scantling over the middle. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 39-yard line.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Now the toss to Jones, running right. And he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1. The Packers on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1.
Brings up 3rd and 1.
And Adams has it, complete. And he is going to have a Packers first down as they're able to convert by plenty there on 3rd and 1.
And that one was a lot of fun right there because that was the game within the game. 3rd and short, blitz was on. What's the key for the quarterback? Get out of your hands in a hurry. And that was a quick little completion. Got the job done for a first down.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. And he stopped immediately there. He was brought down by Eric Wilson. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Out of the shotgun, it's Jones. And he will cross the 30 down to the 29-yard line. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38.
Oh, my goodness. Was that a defensive back that got to him with the pressure?
Oh, look at the former defensive back. You're all smiles up here.
I hope everybody can hear my smile on that play.
On 4th down, J.K. Scott ready to punt it away. Oh, it's a wobbler here. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line.
Their own 22-yard line.
Minnesota now ready for their next possession. A tale of 2 extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
At the 25-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
From the gun, it's Jackson to Jefferson on the slant. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. On the carry, it's Cook. And able to use his blockers to get this up over the 40. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
The throw over the middle taken in. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
First down.
Off the play fake. Here's Jackson. Under pressure here, and down he goes. Sacked back at about the 43-yard line. Rashawn Gary. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. 0 accountability, and a sack resulted.
A throw on the quick slant going to be complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run.
First down.
Oh, that was a nice job there. Quarterback and receiver reading the pressure that was brought. They both knew it was going to open up the middle of the field. Nice little shake and bake at the line of scrimmage. Got right into his route. And the quarterback hit him in stride, and he was able to run free after the catch.
So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 36. From the gun, Jackson. And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40.
A loss of 3 yards.
Was it a breakdown in protection? Did the running back not pick him up? What does it really matter? Sometimes it's just a great play made by the defense. Big-time sack.
So maybe just a momentary setback on what's been a great drive so far, but 2nd and 13 here. They go play action now. Jackson. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down. 9th play of the drive coming up, and certainly not an easy one on 3rd and long. Operating from the gun. Jackson steps away to his left. And he will be marked down short of the 1st as they get to him at the 29. The scramble good for a nice gain of 10 yards, but still 4th down.
Well, we've seen Jackson already have success in the first half running the football, and he gets good yardage on the ground again there. I mean, I know it's a $64,000 question, CD, but how do they contain him better?
You have to win against the blockers ahead of you. If those guys even occupy a defender for even a half a second, then Lamar Jackson is gone. You got to take those blockers and move them so that you have clear vision of Lamar Jackson, and hopefully you can hem him in.
And my goodness, this is incomplete. The Vikings unable to convert here on 4th. And the Packers D comes up with a big stop. And he'll have a tough time living that one down. It's one thing, Charles, to drop a pass. It's quite another to drop it on 4th down.
And so many teams work on that in terms of locking in on those key downs. You know, you and I have both been to practices where we've seen, hey, 3rd down situation, big 3rd down alert, lock in here, 4th down play, make sure you're focused just a little bit extra. It didn't pay off in that situation.
Throwing on 1st down is Rodgers. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. The drive starting with a 1st down, 11 yards on that pickup.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice 1st down. Drive keeps moving.
Aaron Jones, the ball carrier.
A gain of 3, 2nd down. 2 minutes to play in this first half. 7-3, our score. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. Rodgers' throw is taken in by Jones. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45.
It's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and 4.
From the gun on 3rd down, Rodgers. It's caught. Jones. And he is going to have a Packers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. It's a 9-yard gain, and that's caught inside the 20. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him.
1st and 10.
That one goes for 30 yards.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Slant to Adams. And the Packers are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line. Another catch for him there. This one good for 11. 1st down.
I think a lot of people ask the same question all the time. Why do we see so many slants in the red zone? Well, the windows are tighter. Everything's more condensed. It has to be quicker, and you've got to deliver the ball on time. Your biggest worry? Ball gets tipped in the air, because if that happens, then it's fair game for the defense.
The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. They'll try and run it in with Jones. And that play's not going to get him in as he stopped right at about the line of scrimmage. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Rodgers now on 3rd and goal. This Minnesota D up to the task on the 3rd down pass play. You can already start to hear this crowd. They're saying, go for it.
Yeah, have we ever been at a game where you've heard the crowd go, field goal, field goal?
No, I have not. That's a good point.
Yeah, they always want to go for it, and I think they've got the right idea right now. The way they've moved the ball in this drive, I wouldn't stop that momentum. Go get it.
No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
First and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
And now out comes Minnesota. And on the last drive, they were in field goal range. They just opted not to kick it, didn't get it. How does that change the mentality this go around?
I don't think it changes much for the head coach because this is what he preaches all the time. Attack at all times in any spot on the field, and he likes touchdowns, not field goals. Now, your field goal kicker, you've got to make sure you nurse him through and say, okay, don't worry about it. When we need you, you've got to be ready to go. And the team, of course, loves to see points on the board. So let's see if it changes a little bit if they're in the same spot again.
Yeah, we'll see what the decision is here if they get to that spot. He gets this one into the hands of Dalvin Cook. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled.
Working the passer defense.
Well, they'll get the yardage, but they hate to see him take that hit.
You're always trying to cool off a big-time guy throwing the ball, but you have to know when to back off, pull up, and not hit him. There's the penalty.
And he's taken down inside the 30. Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts, as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. From the gun, Jackson. Flushed out right. Jackson hit, and he lost the football. And the Packers pick it up. He's at the 50. He's at the 30. 20. And he will bring this one back. A fumble return for a Green Bay touchdown. And he has great speed, defensive back speed. Once he got it and took off, there was no catching it.
And I know every team tells you to hustle no matter what the play, but there was no chance of catching him. Maybe if it had been a defensive tackle running with the ball, but not in this case.
Eddie Pinheiro now for the extra point. And he puts this one through as the lead moves to 13-7. The scoop and score, always an exciting play in football, and we witnessed it there. Grabbing it off the ground and then rumbling it into the end zone for 6.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. This is taken just shy of the 10.
The lane opens here. He's past the 30.
The Vikings take over first and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
And in just about every game we see, partner, what do we do when we look at the stat sheet? We go right to
the turnover differential.
Without a doubt, because when we see that, that pretty much tells the tale of the game. And I know there's still plenty of time to go, but you've got to take care of the football in order to win it.
And he takes it down deep into Green Bay territory. So we've come upon halftime here in Week 17. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to our EA Sports Halftime Report. Let's get you caught up on what's going on around the NFL. We'll get our tour started out at Venerable Soldier Field in Chicago, where you see the final score there. The final, 19-14. From there, we head down to sunny Miami to check on the Dolphins at home at Hard Rock Stadium. And they were losers in that one as they fall to the visiting Tennessee Titans. 35-10 was the final. Lastly, let's check on one final game for you. And you can see they are scoreless as they play the second quarter. And our game has been Aaron Rodgers, who was on target in the first half. His guys have the lead as we'll hand it back over to our commentators, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The final 2 quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the second half of Week 17 is underway. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
At their own 29-yard line.
The Green Bay offense now about ready to take possession here. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
He continues to deliver a first down here. He had 4 catches in the first half, and this one number 5. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. It's a first down, his 4th catch of the game after having 3 in the first half.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Now they'll try the jet sweep here. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
Receiver. He's tackled at the 40-yard line. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
From the 40 now on 2nd down. Rodgers on the crossing route, complete. That's Adams. Certainly worth noting he's now 1 catch away from 600. He's at 599 in his career. Rodgers now on first down. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Valdez-Scantling. Incomplete.
Rodgers again here on 2nd and 10. He sets up the screen to Jones. They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed, but all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big gain.
Now they'll try to convert on 3rd and 6 after the 4-yard completion. And again, it's Rodgers. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he takes it down to the 13 and picks up the first. That one good for 7 as this long drive continues and the chains move again.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Again, they'll throw with Rodgers. And he's got it. And the Packers are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves him all the way down to the 1. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a 1st down. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage, if he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception.
Touchdown, Packers! Robert Tonyan, his 9th touchdown of the season, and the Packers add 6 to their lead. Circle that drive because that might be one to remember. Well executed to give him a little cushion.
Well, let's take it into the boxing ring. You talk about them commanding it, keeping the fight where they wanted to, whether it was in the center of the ring or putting them on the ropes because it was jab, jab, jab. And finally, the haymaker to put that drive away.
To throw is Rodgers. And this is going to be caught. It's good. And that extends their lead by 2 more. So they go with a pass there on the 2-point try and able to convert it, Charles.
And a good job by the offense figuring out their 2-point play and using it well. It's interesting how people are using the strategy nowadays, though, isn't it?
It really is. And I don't know how much that particular play factored in, but with the PAT moving back in 15-16, that kind of changed things, didn't it?
It's really a part of everyone's strategy now. When I talk with coaches and when we sit with them, they always talk about they actually have 2-point periods in practice now, something they never really did before.
It's the Vikings' turn on offense. We get ready for their first possession of the second half. And their halftime hole now even deeper. They need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get
under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down. Another try after the first down sack. Jackson, and he fires one incomplete. Dalvin Cook is running back, the intended target, and it's third down. Operating from the gun, Jackson, and this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And this effort will not get it done. He stopped well short of the first down at the 29. You know, Lamar Jackson last season, the first NFL quarterback with 3,000 or more passing yards and 1,000 or more rushing yards in the same season.
And we've seen both of those talents on display here today. We just saw another completed pass. And everyone knew coming out of college he could run the ball. But for some reason, we didn't analyze it throwing the way we should have. And I think every time he completes a pass, he says to himself, take that, evaluators. You guys really missed the boat on me.
It's a 39-yard punt, 8 on the return, and it'll be Packer football here. First down and 10. Now Aaron Rodgers and the offense heading back onto the field. He's been pretty solid, pretty consistent, just the one touchdown pass, but I think he's managed the game well, no?
I would agree with you, and that's what you're looking for out of your field leader, making sure that you're playing well and not making any big mistakes. Oftentimes, that's how you're judged. How big a mistake and when it occurs. No interception so far. Don't like that.
I just wanted you to know that you agreeing with me, that's going to get me through this third and fourth quarter.
And 7.
Are you touched? He's patting his heart, boys and girls. He's touched.
Respect.
The Vikings after him, and they get there for the sack. Aldon Smith make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result?
Sack.
Quarterback gets hit.
Rodgers now, after the sack, he'll lead the pack up on 3rd and long. Shotgun now for Rodgers. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he can only manage to take the football to the 40, and that is well shy of the first down marker.
He wasn't the primary target, but I think it was almost like a check down situation, wasn't it?
Yeah, hoping he can break some tackles, a big tight end, but he couldn't do it.
Yeah, get into that big frame and hope he can scatter some bodies, unable to get it done.
Here's J.K. Scott now, as he'll punt it away for the second time. And he'll send this one into the cold Lambeau night. And a great job here. This is going to turn out to be a beauty. This is marked down at about the 3-yard line. Lamar Jackson marching back onto the field. And he's been busy with his feet. He's been quite the scrambling man.
And obviously that can break down a defense, but a lot of it is just that they just get trapped with worrying about it so much that other things break down as well. You know, you break the huddle, and you're not just playing what comes out at you. You're like, oh, God, don't let him outside of the pocket. Don't let him beat us with his legs. And then he starts to beat you other ways.
They'll throw on first down with Jackson. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he's taken down, but able to get this up to the 20-yard line. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks.
And they were backed up to start the drive, but not anymore. Now, that's the play call that the offensive coordinator had in his head. You saw the end result. He wanted to go ahead and push the ball downfield, and that's what they did. And they wound up with good yardage there to get things rolling.
So the previous play, a big help, as now they'll have it 1st and 10 up at the 20. Cook. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up second down. From the 22, here's 2nd and 8.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and
Jackson
8 at the 22-yard line.
Completes it to the fullback, Ham.
Jackson's pass.
You don't see too many pass-catching fullbacks nowadays, partner. In fact, you don't see too many fullbacks, period.
Good news, though, he does have decent hands, and we saw it right there on display. And he will have a Vikings first down by a couple of yards as they're able to get 4 there on 3rd and 2. They're able to convert with a gain of 4. That right there, a good sign for a team that's had trouble converting 3rd down so far this year. They're in the bottom 5 in the NFL, but they come through there.
Yeah, and I bet if we put our guy Marvin on the case and say, Marvin, tell us where they rank on 3rd and what, right? I bet they're in the top 5 in the league on 3rd and 5, 3rd and 6, 3rd and 7 or more, because that's how you end up not converting. Just too much yardage to pick up on 3rd down.
Flush to his right. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6 at the 37-yard line.
And here's Jackson on the option. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
Darnell Savage on the tackle.
1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Vikings on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. They're looking at 3rd and a few inches. From the gun, Jackson. Yeah, that one going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on 3rd down.
And that one hits at the 7, but bounds into the end zone, and that'll be a touchback. And as this offense makes their way back out, NFC playoff race time, we give you a look at what's going on there. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
Caught on the right side by Adams.
That's good for a Green Bay Packer.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
The 33-yard line.
from the shotgun, a give to Jones. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
Now we've got whistles, and the man slow to get up here is Jones.
And in Week 17, let's hope this won't affect him for the playoffs. We'll step aside. On first down, Rodgers got a man. It's Tanyan complete. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards, and that'll make it second and a foot or so.
The passing game continues to be their friend. Even with a stable lead here in the fourth, Charles, they're going back to that well.
Yeah, with their overall philosophy, you know that they trust their quarterback. He's been able to throw it well. They continue to throw these safe passes. Who can blame them?
6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
First and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line.
The ball carrier.
Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
From the gun, it's Rodgers.
And that'll be complete to Dillon. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play backwards a yard.
So 3rd down, they need to get to the 28 for a first. Now Rodgers. Throw left side complete. It's Weber. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30.
11 yards and a Green Bay Packer first down. And probably the only thing he did wrong there was go out of bounds, nursing this fourth quarter lead. You want to stay in, eat the clock.
Yeah, you got to love the effort, the catch, the extra yardage, but you got to know the situation. Stay in bounds, young man.
Rodgers now on first down. The left side throw complete to Adams.
And he'll be pulled down as a penalty flag will rein in as well, and that would appear to be a face mask.
Give him the yardage on the pass and half the distance to the goal line.
Because they're inside the 30, so now you don't march off the full 15, right? You have half the distance to the goal. In any event, that's precious real estate given up.
So the face mask moves him closer, and now 1st and goal. Rodgers going to give this one to Dillon. And the Packers are going to be set up with a 1st and goal as good running gets him down to about the 4-yard line.
A pickup of 4 on first down. It'll be 2nd and goal.
Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out.
And he's got it. It's caught for a Packers touchdown. From 4 yards out. And the Packers add on to their lead. They were still throwing with a comfortable lead here late, and now that lead even more comfortable.
And your first thought is there bad blood that went into this one ahead of time, that maybe they're seeking some revenge or they just don't like them? But the other thing that always hits me is, are they worried about playoff positioning? Right? Are they worried about, do you need enough points in case there's a tiebreaker that comes into play later?
He knocks it through. It's 28-7. So that one a pretty time-consuming 10-play drive. And it ends with a Packers touchdown. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
This will be fielded inside the 5.
And a penalty marker's down on the field. And they might be backing up a bit here to start the drive.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
From the gun, it's Jackson.
This one brought in by Jefferson.
They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6.
They'll bring out 4 receivers, 3 of them being sent to the left, 1 to the right, 2nd and 4.
Decent start to the drive, but let's face it, they need a lot of things to go right in a short amount of time, down 3 scores.
Yeah, they're going to run their 2-minute offense here in this game, but this is for future games. Can they get better and be ready for the next time, hopefully with a chance to win?
Minnesota.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. He was trying to find Justin Jefferson there. And it's second down.
Incomplete. Brings up second and 10.
Throwing again. Jackson. He goes right back to Jefferson, and this one complete.
Jackson.
And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. Jackson looking to throw on 3rd. Open man is Thielen. It's complete. And he will have a Vikings first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. 70th catch for him on the year, and like so many others, this goes for a first down. Jackson will throw again. And he will find his man on the end route. Complete.
Jackson.
That one good for 10 yards. And that'll bring up a second and just about a few inches here.
It's second and inches at the Packers' 36-yard line.
Again, Jackson. He'll find his man on the comeback route. Complete. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. Clock management, definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Throwing on first down, it's Jackson. And this one's incomplete. From the 21, it's second and 10.
For Dalvin Cook, incomplete. Makes it second.
To throw again, Jackson. Forced out to his left. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings.
Touchdown.
Lamar Jackson. His second touchdown of the night. And the Vikings are able to close the gap just a bit. Well, that was all Lamar Jackson all the time on that drive, both through the air and in the end with the touchdown run.
Yeah, how about him doing things a little bit on the reverse side there, Brandon, because he softened him up throwing the football and opened up the running lanes. And when he gets a little bit of a sliver, he's gone. And that's exactly what he did there.
It's up and good, and it's now 28-14. So that drive consumes 9 plays all told. And it was capped off by the touchdown run that came from Lamar Jackson. 2 scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. And this one's going to be covered up by the Packers hands team. Well, fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Dillon now on 1st and 10. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down.
Dillon, ball carrier.
Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
No gain on the play. Brings up second and 10 at the Vikings 46.
Again, it's Dillon. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And he finds a man with a crossing route. And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. And the Vikings pick up the football. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line.
Well, I'm guessing that on the sidelines there might be a few words said about that mistake there, but I don't think it's going to hurt them in the long run. They're still going to get out of here with a win.
Yeah, they got the two-score cushion, but you know what coaches say, Charles? Finish strong.
Finish the game out the way it's supposed to be played. In fact, coaches might be secretly happy. Gives them a chance to do a little extra coaching next week.
So good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their 36-yard line. Now a throw right side taken in here to start this drive. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. He's going to get this one down to Cook, and he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down. Complete. Jefferson the target. And this is going to result in another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Packers 19. To throw again is Jackson. What a throw right there for the 1st down. He has taken some real punishment in this game, but still standing in the pocket completing that one.
He's a flat-out warrior. There's no question about that. How about him stepping up into the teeth of the rush and delivering there to that big strike and that big pickup.
And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up 3rd down. And almost picked off. I guess the good news for them now, it's 4th down.
It's 4th down.
Here we go. It's Jackson on 4th down. And this is caught for a touchdown. So hang on now. Things just got a little bit more interesting here in the final minute. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a 1-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
Santos now to add the PAT. He's got it, and they're back within a touchdown at 28-21. So that winds up a 7-play drive all told. And it all culminates in a touchdown for Minnesota. 25 seconds to go. A must recover if they're going to have any chance. And this is recovered by the Packers, so that might just about do it. And that's why you have your hands team out there on the field. Those are the best guys ready to make that play.
And let's face it, it was executed well. It wasn't a bad kick. It wasn't anything like that. Just that the normal outcome actually came to play. Analytics will tell you it's a very low possibility of getting the ball for the team kicking it in an onside kick situation.
You're all about the numbers, aren't you?
All about the numbers, baby. It's a new game now.
They don't lie. I'll tell you, far from ideal conditions to play in, but neither offense has had much trouble. Plenty of points to go around. 1st and 10. And he'll get inside the 40 to maybe the 38-yard line. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they get it with just 19 seconds left on the clock. On 2nd down, Dillon. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Now the Vikings will use the 2nd of their timeouts as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the ball game. They run once more with Dillon. And a good job on the tackle there as they get him down shy of the 1st on the 35-yard stripe. The Vikings going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 11 seconds remaining in the ball game. They'll try and run the option. And, boy, this is going to be close. That mark looks a little short, and he didn't get there. The Packers unable to pick up the first. And the Vikings defense is going to get the football back. .26 yards on the play there. And it's going to yield a new set of downs. Going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off, You're exactly right. They took us down to the last play. You were wondering, could it happen? Possibly, even though we both knew it was a long shot.
So for Green Bay, the win will be number 11 for them on the year. And now they'll await the final seeding for the playoffs ahead. Meanwhile, for Minnesota, they wanted desperately to finish at 500, but that won't happen, as it'll be a 7-9 season in the end. And they can take solace in the fact that this team...
Let me explain what I did. Can I kick it? Hold on. Yeah, I got some rings and a range. Can I kick it? Yeah. Don't ask me a thing. How I got her, how I did it. Yeah. Spend the whole half, had a blast. Can I kick it? Even with a sprain. Pain, can I kick it? Just to flex, I went and bought a chain. Can I kick it? Things ain't been the same. Things have changed. Can I kick it? People acting different. Can I?
Could count on my power and look at my dogs from. It was way back then, could claim what you saw, but you weren't with us. The higher the climb, the harder the fall, but how did you get up? I done got rich and went broke, then got rich again, just a little hiccup. I done been ballin' this pickup. Remember me being so bummy and being so hungry, I had to eat gristle. How did the lady go miss? Her she was magic, she mixed. Met her at one of the functions, we caught a little rhythm, she caught up a friend, they kissed and we dipped it, and that's how we kicked it.
Let me explain what I did. Can I kick it? Hold on. Yeah, I got some rings and a range.